Running shoes have got expensive. A daily trainer will now cost you about £130. That's a lot of money. However, I'm going to show you how I find all the best running shoe deals and how I save money when I'm looking for my next pair. My first tip is don't look at the latest shoe models. Shoe manufacturers release new models every year. They update small things. However, these differences are usually very minor and to the majority of us probably won't matter that much. Last year's shoe models are normally heavily discounted once the new one comes around, and then you can score a bargain. However, it is worth looking at the differences and seeing if it's worth it for you. Most times I'm perfectly happy with last year's model and find it just as good. Another thing to consider is the time of year. As new shoes come out, the old ones will go on sale. So now is the perfect time to be looking as all the new shoes for the year are being released. You'll have to look in the sales and often there will be limited sizes, but if you get lucky, this is how you can score that really cheap pair. Another thing to think about is what kind of shoe are you actually looking for. Brands often have varying types of shoes for different kinds of runs or even races. However, most of us don't need a race day shoe or sometimes even a speedy shoe. Some of us just are looking for a basic daily trainer, and that's fine. Look at cheaper models or different brands. Sometimes you don't need all the features, so just consider what do you want in a running shoe. Now let's move on to where to look. First off, I would recommend going directly to the shoe brand websites such as Hoka, Nike, Adidas, and see if they have a sale or outlet section. Here you will often find last year's models. See what the price is like and then you can compare at different retailers. However, by buying directly from the retailer, you'll often get the most generous returns policy. Some places even give you a trial period to test the shoes. I know Hoka and Brooks offer this in the UK, so whilst you might not be getting the most competitive price, at least you have that guarantee that if the shoes don't work, you can always send them back. Next up, I recommend going to them online retailers, the big places such as Asos, Very, House of Fraser. All of these places, whilst they don't specialise in running shoes, you'll be surprised to find that they actually do carry quite a few models, and because of their seasonal sales, a lot of them often go on to discounts, and you can also stack promo codes with these sales most of the time. So have a look and see if there's any bargains to be found. Moving on, I'd next suggest to check out the running shoe online retailers. Websites such as SportsShoes, ProDirect, Start Fitness. All of these websites specialise in running shoes, so you'll find you have a much deeper selection and maybe more sizes available too. Just remember to look for the sale section and then filter by your size and then sort by the lowest price to get straight to where the cheap shoes will be. And just be aware that the returns policy at these websites may not be as generous as some others, and you may also have an additional delivery or returns charge. One of the best ways to save that extra bit of money is by using discount codes. All of the retailers mentioned will probably have discount codes somewhere, so it's worth doing a quick Google search and seeing if you find any. Normally these will be new account signups, student discounts, or even influencer promotional codes. These will knock that extra bit of money off and save you some more cash when you're buying a running shoe. I'm going to leave a couple of discount codes that I often use in the comments below, and if you know any good ones, let us know so we can all save money and help each other out. Next up, if you prefer to try on shoes in person, I'd recommend seeing if you have a Sports Direct store near you. The smaller ones aren't too good, but if you live in a bigger city with one of the new Sports Direct, these stores are larger and often have their own running section. Here you can actually find new models of shoes and also older ones often on sale. It's worth having a look because I've found some decent deals in mine, and of course you have the Pro that you can try them on. Additionally, how about a Nike outlet or an Adidas outlet if you happen to be near any of them. Now for the real bargain hunters, have a look on Vinted or eBay. You can sometimes come across lightly worn or even never used running shoes, often due to people getting the wrong size and their returns window has passed. If you don't mind digging through the listings to find your size, this can be a good way to really get a bargain. Just remember to check that there is no damage to the shoe and they are lightly worn. It's best to check the soles, as this is the easiest place to see wear on. And finally, don't forget about your local independent running shops. Oftentimes they'll have a sale on and the prices actually aren't too bad, as they want to compete with online retail nowadays. The advantage is you can also try on the shoe in store and talk to a professional to get the right fit for your feet. So thanks for watching this video. I hope I can save you some money on your next pair of shoes. I'm going to leave you with some websites that I often go to scope out the best deals. So have a look and see what you think. If you know any good places to get cheap running shoes, let us know in the comments. Let's help each other out. What's the best deal you've got recently on a running shoe? Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.